to the Nerdiverse. Go ahead, sit and listen to the masters, the old heads, talk about what you love the most. Video games, comics, movies, and everything you need to maintain your week. Got the knowledge that's straight out the ether. Gonna need a drink and have to take a seat to expand your mind and listen to the speaker. Mike and the squad's gonna give you what you need. Please send in a question, come and get some answers, learn a couple lessons from the masters with the special guests. We got the Green Lanterns glowing on their chest. Yes, please sit back and relax, cause we're gonna hit you with them stone cold facts. And allow me to be the very first to welcome you to the masters of the Nerdiverse. Welcome to the Masters of the Nerdiverse podcast, where we always have such sights to show you. This nuclear silo of a podcast can be found on iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, SoundCloud, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and Google Play. I'm, of course, your host, Mike G. And with me, as always, is the other host, the also host, the sector to my Cyrax, Winter Trash Monk, the Fizzer.
What's up, everybody? I'm trying to figure some type of intro for me. I was gonna go, Cap, give me a wire tap on this pager. I've been watching some Wire, folks, so you gotta level with me. When he walks in the garden. Okay, that's a deep cut. But yeah, I have Winter Trash Monk the Third. That's Trash Monk III. That's Trash Monk 111, and I'm coming at you live.
What?
I don't know. This Diet Coke's getting to me. I don't know.
Don't drink diet anything, Doug. It's actually worse than the regular stuff, bro.
But I can't have any regular sugar.
Nah, man. There's some kind of like chemical in diet anything that makes you lose your ambition, Doug.
Believe me, my ambition died a long time ago, folks. No. Big news. I posted something on social media a couple days ago of like getting paid my first paycheck from a script, $12 in U.S. currency, folks, for a 10-minute play that I worked a weekend on.
Sweet.
Yep. Moving on up. Move over, George Romero.
Move over, Gina Lola Brigida.
Yeah. Move over, Mark Flanagan. Move over, director of Dark Phoenix.
Wow, I think he's already moved over. He was banished to the Shadow Realm the moment that movie came out. You see he fall on the sword? He was like, it's all my fault.
I don't know what I was doing. This is my first movie. Which is true.
First movie, I don't know what I'm doing. Sure, man.
Let's give you the sequel.
Right. I mean, it reminds me of like Josh Trank when it came to like Fantastic Four Stick, where he was like, yeah, they took this movie away from me. It was forcibly ejected from this movie.
They took it away.
They took it away from me, Doug. I'm sorry. It's like, what? Out of control, dude. He had to die on that sword, Doug. You have to fall upon it.
And the horse he rode in on.
Yeah, they did him like the beer baron episode of The Simpsons where they tied the detective to the catapult, just catapulted his ass out of town.
Was that the detective or was they either had to be the real Skinner or they had to be the monorail dude?
No, the real Skinner got tied to a train and they just rode him out of town. I forget the name of the actual detective. I'll catch you, beer baron. No, you won't. Homer's like screaming from like the
yes, I will. No.
That's what they did to the director of Dark Phoenix. They put him in a catapult, just catapulted him into the ocean. Boy, that's the worst. Oh man, how was your week, bro?
It's going pretty good, I had a pretty good weekend of Rocket League. Did not get my gears ground to a pulp. I bought Black Ops 4 for a bit, and I am trying to prove a point to people that you can play FPS with controllers on PC and still be good. And so far, my hypothesis has proven incorrect. But there is a variable where I'm just not good at Black Ops right now. It's been a while, so I have to build up a rapport. I have to build up the knowledge, and then I should be good to go.
But it's not fair to play with people who are on mouse and keyboard, dog. It's like if you're amongst
I don't know. I keep getting some pretty good kills out of this game. So
it's like if you're amongst other controller players and you're playing on an even kill, the moment the guy with the mouse and keyboard walks into the room, he might as well be John Wick, dog. He's not.
I don't know,
dude.
Because I'm watching the replay footage of people who kill me, and they have the exact same issue that I'm having, which is just wildly shooting their guns all over the place.
Yeah, but once you reach that next strata, it's like matchups in fighting games. It's like this character beats this character 7 out of 10 times. But the truth is that all characters are evenly balanced when you're not the best in the world. These numbers only matter to people who play this game, professionally.
That is true. That I think that actually argues for people who say that, oh, you can't play controller, you're gonna be a loser on the game. Well, it's like you need to be at a certain level to where you need to start considering, you know what? I need to leave my comfort zone and play the keyboard. Like, I had the same debate with people who play Apex on the computer, and I was playing it, and we kept getting wins, and I was playing on controller. And they're like, what? They said I was like the second coming of Jesus Christ. But
it's crazy, dude. Like, I tell people straight up, like, oh man, they nerfed Sub-Zero this patch, man. Sub-Zero's trash. Don't play him. Like, he's only trash to high-level dudes who are literally on TV to play the game. Play whoever you want to play with, man, because the batch of people you're going to be playing against is not Justin Wong and Sonic Fox. You're playing against Greg from up the street, dude. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Have fun with whatever. Have fun however you want to have fun with it, man. Just, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're trying to go out there and be Ash Ketchum, you try to be the best that ever was.
I want to be the very best.
Otherwise, don't trip, man. Just play the game how you want to have fun, man. Play whoever you want to play.
Yes,
whatever you
gamers
want to play the
be
game.
For real.
I hate gamers is the worst thing to happen to gaming since E.T. on the Atari, dog. The term gamer is so entitled, dog.
Oh yeah,
I
heard it yesterday, where it was like I was talking to somebody about how a lot of people who like us cannot accept that they automatically write off a game being mobile, right? Yeah. And to me, it's because they just don't get it or understand that that the market is mobile games. Like, the biggest number of gamers, I believe, I need to check my numbers on this, is mobile games, because you have mothers and you have a bunch of these people playing video games on here. Yeah. And it's just, you can't accept that Candy Crush is considered a video game. Yeah. And then someone went like, well, I guess you got to placate to the casual gamer. I'm like, well, now you're just perpetuating the stereotype that it's like, yeah, I don't know.
It's dumb because it's a business, man.
Yeah.
These lads are out here to make money, dog. And what's the easiest access point with a mobile game when 7/10 of the population just has a phone?
Mm-hmm.
There's no entry level, dog. You don't have to buy your kid a PlayStation if he's happy playing Flappy Birds, dog. You just download it for free and let juniors spend $1,000 in microtransactions, dog. That's how they get you. That's how these companies focus so hard on mobile games, because they
need one whale.
Like drugs. The entry is so easy, dog. They
need one whale.
We need one whale. For every 100 people, there's at least one whale, and that one whale is spending thousands of dollars, dog. Tens of thousands of dollars. Out of control. and then your services are paid up for the year. So I don't knock any. Have fun how you want to have fun. If you're a quote unquote gamer, then why does it even bother you how other people have fun, man?
Yeah,
it's
girls
stupid.
just want to have fun. Oh, girls.
Anyway, what else you do with your week?
Anyway, what'd you ask me?
I was like, what else you do with your week, Bray?
Oh, finish the Deadwoods. I actually know that I am 2.5 seasons through Deadwood, and I'm starting The Wire again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Noise.
I did the mistake of reading about the movie of Deadwood before finishing season 3, so I'm a little spoiled accidentally.
I feel you, man.
Yeah. But I like Deadwood. You have to have a stomach for grossness and language, I think. But it's pretty kosher.
Yeah, man. I did the cardinal sin of watching Serenity before Firefly, and I actually prefer Serenity over Firefly.
Yeah. Now, in Firefly, did they ever play the Breaking Benjamin song Firefly?
In one episode. That's the episode where Mal goes crazy because someone kidnaps the preacher.
Firefly and Dingle fly.
You children will never understand the importance of that generation of music.
Yeah,
I was
pretty much quietness, chorus. Yeah, thank you, Pixies, for that.
Thank you, Seether. No one will ever understand. Yeah. Thank you, Mars.
Such a hypocrite. Who's now and your mind gonna fade and all.
Thank you, Sum 41 and Puddle of Mud.
I'm not gonna waste my time in society.
That summer was a good summer, dude. A lot of good stuff happened that summer, dude.
It was a good summer back in 1990 or 2005.
Whatever year that was, that song just triggered some good feelings.
Johnny was off to Vietnam in 2005, thinking the war was still going on.
Johnny's going off to Vietnam.
He died. Yeah.
In 2005?
Yes.
Johnny's doing something either really right or really wrong.
He was joining the North Korean side in the conflict.
Please don't mention North Korea on the podcast.
North Vietnam. I meant North Vietnam.
Thank you. Because they'll just get us, Doug.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
Don't want to be rushing along.
Wow. Maybe I should stop stalling and give you my week.
We're putting Putin on a good show.
We're putting on a good show.
Yeah.
That's the one. We're definitely putting on a good show, Doug.
Yeah.
Oh,
let's get on a Russian P tape on with it.
Speaking of Putin, speaking of that, I tried watching 2 episodes of Chernobyl. The new TV series.
It's only 3.6 rotigans.
What?
It's only 3.6 rotigans. That's from the show. I gotta act out scenes from the show.
I don't like that show, Doug. It's too real. It's sometimes things are too real, dude. Like Requiem for a Dream, it's too real, dude. I got 2 episodes in and I was so bummed out watching that show. It's just a giant you don't even get to say the whole curse word. You're just like, fuck, because it's real. There is some hyperbole, of course.
Yeah,
but it really happened to humans, though.
Yeah, someone would say Russians be for real.
They were real with that. They were real lying to their whole nation, Doug.
Yeah,
it caused the biggest nuclear fallout of all time.
But did you get to the point where they're talking about what did the meter say? And they go 3.6 rotigans. It's like that's only because the meter can only go up to 3.4. Something like that.
Then they had the dudes. I don't want to give spoilers if you guys want to check it out, but it's a little too raw for me. That's a horror show that's like for real.
If you go over that cloud, we'll be dead.
Yeah, man. If you walk in that water, the trippy part with me is where they show everybody like standing outside. You just see the breeze, and every human who got touched by that breeze is just dead. Yeah.
Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine of my. I played that song in high school.
You're making me sing songy too. Stop it. Other than that, I saw that Borderlands was free on PlayStation Network. So I just played me some Borderlands 2. Also got back into that because I love me some Borderlands. And what do? They put a big fat pre-order Borderlands 3 like flyer every time you start the game. Oh my God. Guys, I get it. You know, like you don't have to
Borderlands,
sell
the grandpa at the senior center, like, oh, my grandkids came to play my game. But
you know what? I don't know what they did. They up-rested or something, but the game looks great. Borderlands 2.
Grandpa's got a few new surgeries.
Grandpa needs 3 new spleens.
Pay no attention to this really old game.
And also, I tried to watch Jessica Jones season 3 because that final season came out and it just couldn't keep my attention. So I am going to fix it. I got to like the 3rd or 4th episode, but just couldn't keep my attention. So I got to jump back into that. And I also finally beat...
Women are not interesting enough for you, Mike G. Okay, we don't have to go that route.
Yeah, I'm just so I beat Heaven's Ward. You're not gonna bait me, bastard. You're not gonna get me. Dog.
Oh, women are not gonna bait you. Okay, ladies, we need to rise up against this Mike G. Okay, I'm done.
I don't like this narrative you're building, my man.
Oh, you don't like a narrative that is her story. You want his story to be produced, but you don't want her story. Okay.
Winter, you're going to trigger me, and I don't want to be triggered.
I apologize. I thought you wanted all these characters to come out.
I do. I love these characters, but sometimes they're counterproductive to the Mike G initiative, dog. and I have to take umbrage with that, my man.
I respect that.
I'm audibly sweating over here, dog. I can't defeat what's going on right now. So I would just, I would do.
I'll turn it down. I'll turn it down a couple of notches.
I have to do a tactical retreat, my man. I gotta do a saving throw and get out of here, dog.
Okay, I'll dial it down.
Thank you. Here we go. That's all I ask. This is all I've ever asked.
That's all you ever ask.
I had to roll a nat 20 real quick. But Heaven's
Ward.
I beat Heaven's Ward on Final Fantasy XIV. I got my summoner to 60, and I'm going to start. In the meantime, between checks, I'm going to eventually get Stormbringers so I can catch up to that. And I'm just shrugging along. Heaven's Ward had a really fun last raid boss, which was all sizzle and no steak, but it was fun nonetheless. And I'm excited to level my rest of my characters, and I'm going to start a new one from scratch. Maybe Blue Mage. Even though everyone's telling me Blue Mage is garbage, I just want to check them out. So I'm happy to continue on that road and see what the game will offer. Oh, and Shang Tsung dropped tonight for Mortal Kombat 11. So I definitely want to try out that character and get in the lab and see if I can make some combos. Some combos. So that's all I've done with my week. Just a lot of bouncing around TV shows, playing some games, taking names, take names and kick names and take ass, dog, And
Mike, we don't need to know that.
Shut up. Don't kink shame me, bro.
You're bringing out too many characters.
I know. Now my characters are out of control. I think we should. Seether these characters with a poll of the week, shall we?
Yeah, we'll rise above this. Rise above this. Rise above this.
That's the song. You couldn't help yourself. I love it. So
I'll end myself before it gets me. Okay.
You know what? Hopefully this poll will bring me to life. I'm currently dead right now. Just put me in a coffin. I'm finished.
Yeah. With his arms wide open.
With his arms wide open.
Okay.
Okay. This must stop. We're professionals. This must stop. Oh man, my stomach hurts. Hopefully I don't get down with the sickness.
This is why you listen to the show, folks.
That got me, man. I hate you so much right now. That's another song.
Yeah.
I hate you so much right now. Wow, I really need a milkshake. I don't even know how to segue. We have Father's Day, ladies and gentlemen. We had a Father's Day. It came and went here in the States, where we celebrate our predecessors.
Father's Day is just an American holiday?
I don't know. I think it's national. I don't know. I don't want to assume. There could be some guy that's listening, like, what's his Father's Day? As he's like shaving his sick ass beard. I don't know. He's like, he has like a pet barracuda and shit. I don't know. But so I thought it was fun to do a poll with your favorite fictional father. As like it or not, on some level, we all got them.
Yeah, some people, their real father, they're actually fictional because they're not there.
We call those ghost dads. That's what
Something strange, and they don't look good.
Who are you going to call? Not me.
Not me. Go ask your mother.
Not me. Go ask your mom.
I gave her the check already.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Man, I'm short on cigarettes. I'll be back. I picked four fictional fathers. Al Bundy from Married with Children, Mufasa from Lion King, Jonathan Paul Kent from Superman, and Clark Griswold from the National Lampoon series. There's National Lampoon's Vacation, Christmas Vacation, European Vacation.
May I ask how you came up with these four?
Usually when I do these polls, I like to separate it by genre. So I like to have one comic book representation, one animated representation, one TV representation, and one film representation. And I try to balance it out.
And you're a Simpsons fan, right?
Someone, you know what? One of our the Lordess, the Empress herself, Tootie Odin, was like, "So where's Homer Simpson?" And I was like, in my heart, I don't see Homer Simpson as a good dad.
Is he your favorite?
No, I can't stand Homer Simpson. It's just not part. It's not. I try not to make these things biased, but it just didn't even come to mind because I always think like the Fox fathers are just a trip. Like Homer Simpson, Stan Smith, Peter Griffin.
Yeah,
you can even. And I was thinking like you can even lump like Fred Flintstone into that, but no, Fred Flintstone was actually a very good dad. We loved him some.
And you think Al Bundy was a good dad?
Al Bundy was an awesome dad. Al Bundy would always stick up for Kelly and Bud all the time.
Yeah.
The coolest episodes is when some dude did Kelly wrong and Al Bundy had to go and beat the crap out of him.
Now,
you know.
Now I voted for Clark Griswold. I'm a Griswold man myself.
That's cool because I like Chevy Chase in those movies, especially Christmas Vacation.
Yeah,
he's the best dad ever, dude. He just gets fed up.
Yeah, he was able to hide a whole coke addiction. And still
at the same time,
yeah.
But to tell you how this poll went, Clark Griswold got about 22% of the poll. Paul Kent got about like 18%. Mufasa was the lowest. He got like 12%. And Al Bundy took it home with like 48%. So Al Bundy won it out. And Al Bundy, yes, is the winner because he scored 4 touchdowns in one game. Doug.
Now, if circumstances were different in this poll, and if we were able to separate the man from the character, do you see where I'm going with this? Favorite fictional father?
Yeah, ask your question, Doug. Yeah.
Oh, it's not a question, but it would be I would not have picked Clark Griswold if there was a particular black father.
Are you talking about like Uncle Phil?
I'm talking about a man who was a doctor in the show.
Well, if you want to talk about the doctor, Doug, and that's part of it, isn't it? It's like
where he told somebody like when the wife comes back with coffee, I wouldn't drink it, or something like that, or you got brain damage.
See, I was okay. If are we gonna treat him like he who shall not be named? Because I can keep this bit up.
Yes, he who should not be named.
I wasn't a big Cosby fan. I wasn't. Dang, that lasted long.
Huxtable.
I wasn't a big Huxtable show fan, but I was a big fan of the Doctor's stand-up. His stand-up was next level. I remember watching it with my dad. So, Dad is so great. Going to stay up late. late. Got a date at 8. But no, he's not on the list. He's been stricken from every book and tablet he's done.
Although I did see the Cosby Show on TV recently, and I skipped it to watch Frasier.
Dang, aren't you? Dude. That's the right answer, but that's not the right answer. You're supposed to reflect representation and watch it no matter what.
Well, 9 times out of 10, it's the terrible version of "He Who Must Not Be Named" show where it has Meredith not Meredith. That's a Hebrew scholar, but
Era the Cosby Show.
It was the lady from Bride of Frankenstein. Young Frankenstein. She plays the bride.
Okay, I don't know where you're going.
I don't know. People know there's a terrible Cosby Show version that came out after the good one was over, and they had like her as the crazy neighbor that would come on by.
Oh, I was about to say, like, if you're talking mess about a different world, we're going to have a big argument on the podcast. Because I will not stand here and let anyone badmouth a different world. That's where we come from. It's a different world.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
That's like bad mouthing. That's like bad mouthing in Living Color. I can't have it in the same room with me. Don't talk about that show in a negative afflection. Mike G will just lose it. He's going to use it. That's like for like 3 people listening. Stupid. Oh, happy Father's Day to all you.
Madeline Kahn. Sorry.
Thank you. And if you're listening, Madeline Kahn, we salute you.
She's dead.
Salute.
But
she can listen from the afterlife, though.
She's got better things to do.
Yeah, she's like surfing the cosmos. Yeah. She's like, the Nerdiverse is on. So she just rushes back to Earth to check us out.
When are they going to make Young Frankenstein reboot?
Oh, shut up before it happens.
Jonah Hill plays Gene Wilder playing.
You know they're rebooting Scrooge?
Yes.
It's the worst.
Kevin Hart plays Bill Murray as...
They're remaking a remake to a remake. You understand the regurgitation that takes?
That's the same as A Star Is Born.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
Dude. Anyway, I'm not talking about Kevin Hart. What we are talking about is the news. The news.
Yeah.
The news.
Wait, there's another segment that I always talk about that we should do, which is Mike TMZ. Have you seen any Hollywood stars recently?
All right, I want to get this straight. I live in Los Angeles, California. I live in the whole county. not to dox myself, I live somewhere in LA.
Yeah.
This does not indicate nor mean that I just run into Bruce Willis on random ass days.
That's the whole part of that's the joke of the whole segment. That maybe. Yeah.
That being said, I did see Sharon Stone the other day.
Oh. Whoa.
And fellas,
yeah,
she is smart, dog. She's a Mensa grad intelligence, dog.
And you're probably like, I loved you in Basic Instinct.
Yeah. I said something stupid, like you're the best in Total Recall. She just stared at me. Like, why don't she was like, don't talk to me about Total Recall. I was like, why? She walked away.
She's like, put $3 in my tank.
Damn. That's what she's doing. She's asking me for $3 to put on the tank.
See, in this story, Los Angeles for a day has people manning gas stations. So you're going.
You would be surprised.
You're like, surprised. I love you in Basic Instinct. And then that one scene, and then she goes, "Yeah, I'll take 15 on premium." And
yeah, she's asking me.
Yeah,
and I'm like, "What? Aren't you the gas station attendant? I'm wearing a basketball jersey. Why would you think I work here?" 15 though. I just take her $15 and leave.
Yeah. So where did you see her? Like, come on, we need to know the habits.
Okay, I saw her at a Texaco in La Habra, and she was chilling. She was in some kind of Benz or something. She was drinking a Powerade. She's the blue one. You know the one. She's drinking the blue one.
Yeah, the blue one.
And I was like, I loved you in Total Recall. She was like, don't talk to me about Total Recall. I was like, what's wrong with Total Recall? She just hopped in her car and smashed out. And I felt very disrespected.
Well, this has been Mike G's TMZ out here in the land of the rich and famous stars.
After that, at least give me a sip of the Powerade, man. At least get a sip. A babe? Can I get a waterfall? Can I get something?
That's the start of a whole erotic thriller movie. Can I get a sip of your Powerade? Get in the car.
Get in the car.
It's Eyes Wide Shut too. Shut even more.
You're so fine. I want to sip your Powerade. What does that mean? I don't know. You're drinking an ice cold Powerade and it's hot. Can I have a sip?
At least to know that she's frugal. I mean, buying a Powerade instead of a Gatorade.
She likes what she likes, you know?
Yeah.
She likes, no matter how much money you got, if you like Powerade, you're getting one, dude. She got her Powerade.
What is this? She spits it. This is red Powerade. I want it.
Which throws it at the window of the gas station. and just drives off.
She does beneath me. I was in Total Recall. Don't mention it, but I was in Total Recall.
Don't talk to me about Total Recall. That was a low in my career. What?
See, I think this would be a great segment because Mike G is not really TMZ, but he could be the man to see.
Speaking of TMZ, can we go over the news now?
Let's go to the news. Okay. Let's go to the news.
Snoo. All right, guys. There may be a time in your life where you're going to have violent snoo, Doug. Take the offer, Doug.
Yeah, just don't be in any family shows that Winter likes to watch, but now he has to skip it to watch Frasier.
You and Frasier, Doug. Frasier is nothing wrong with Frasier, but you and Frasier is the problem.
Kelsey Grammer. Kelsey Grammer is the great fake intellectual man.
He's the fakest intellectual since Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Character.
He's the fakest intelligent man since Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Ooh. Hey, I don't want to get in between you and your round Earth, anti-round Earth fans.
Hey, man, until you prove to me that the Earth is not flat, I'm going to believe it. Did you know that there's velociraptors in the Bible, Doug? Just read it. You have to read the whole thing to talk about them. It's like somewhere in Leviticus they talk about velociraptors.
And thou shalt not eat the tail of velociraptor, nor take it as a pet.
If you take it as a pet,
thou
you
shalt not
must name it
bring up total recall against the Sharon of Stone.
Sharon of Stone. Why do you sound like you're from Mighty Python and the Holy Grail?
Thus saith the Lord.
On the final day of the Sabbath. Yes. All right, well, this podcast is off the rails. We're going into news, guys. Hardcore cuts. Hardcore into the damn
news coming at you live.
So I'm going to give you a scenario, Winter. You tell me how you feel about it. So there's a thing called Kickstarter where people give you their ideas and ask you to back their ideas so they can make their dreams come true.
Yes, I am aware of Kickstarter. Hashtag Ouya.
Ouya. So you put money into a Kickstarter expecting to get some kind of premium service for backing and supporting the product.
Yeah.
But you find out that the Kickstarter sold their product to a major company, a major corporation. And now you're locked out of that game unless you now deal with that major corporation. Does that make you happy, sad, or indifferent?
Well, not only that, how about we add to that story that you've been told that the game was going to be released on a certain platform, but now since it's owned by another platform, you now have to deal with them.
Yep. You buy your house. You buy your house in your hometown, then you realize the house you really bought was 10 miles away. Now you have to drive. But you bought it, it's yours.
Yes.
The worst business practice ever. Who does this, man? So pretty much the makers of Shenmue 3
connected to Shenmue.
I was just saying the makers of Shenmue 3, this is like the most anticipated game of like 3 E3s ago.
Okay, stop. Can you calm down with that? The most anticipated game of 3 E3.
Okay. Do we need to go and talk? Okay. So there was an E3 where Sony had a press conference and they named it the conference where dreams come true. So this was the conference where there was the first announcement of Final Fantasy VII Remake, a game they said would never come out. This was the announcement of the final drop date for The Last Guardian, a game that was delayed for like 7 years. And this was the announcement conference where they announced Shenmue 3, a game that was last made on the Dreamcast. So at least 10 years waiting for this game. So it was very big news at the time. It was part of the conference.
I just took umbrage. I just took umbrage with you say it was the most anticipated game. Well, I'm going, wait a minute.
Really
Did they announce like Fallout 4 3 ago or something like that?
Oh, man. Fallout 4 is like 10 years old at this point. It's Fallout 76. That's the new branding, dude. Oh. That's the new synergy. But yeah, so the Epic Games Store, which is like the biggest plague on the gaming industry right now, just said, no, guys, if you want to play this game you kickstarted on Steam, you have to play it through our vertical now. There's no other choice. So people are upset about that because they had no desire to download the Epic Games Store. And it seems like some very strong arm tactics by this gaming company. Do you feel that these tactics are just? Or is this a form of breach of contract? Or is this just the Wild West and we can do whatever the hell we want?
So we must look at. It's definitely a Wild West. It's free market. It's the free market at work. Okay. But what you should also realize is that they promised a certain product, people bought it, and now they're not giving that product the way that they said. Therefore, they have a legitimate claim here that they need to assess the situation because they promised that it would be on Steam. They started a whole page promoting the game, and now it's going to Epic, which
it's not great.
Not Steam, unless Epic is not Steam.
That's like if you bought a PS4, let's say you bought an Xbox One X for Halo, but then they announced, oh no, Halo's coming to the PlayStation.
Right?
What? It could be on Xbox.
Yeah, that'd be the most real, like this new Xbox that's coming out next year, and it's going to have the new Halo game in it, and then they go, oh, by the way, it's going on to the Switch.
Right. And so now you're just SOL. It's like, I bought this new system. I wanted to play Halo. What's his face on the Project Scarlet? No, it's coming to Switch. Get hype. Buy a Switch now. It's like, that's the most worst thing ever. It's the most bait and switch thing ever.
And let me speak to your manager. Oh, there is no manager. Got it.
Stop being a manager, Margaret. Manager Murphy.
It's almost like we need to stop pre-ordering stuff. And I know it's hard because I've fallen under the Kickstarter world where Ouya, I was an Ouya supporter, and then Ouya Revolution did not take place the way they were expecting. Then
I got 3 words for you, man. And want to know what I backed? Mighty Number 9. I backed Mighty Number 9, and that was it. That's the last time I chose to kickstart anything.
Yeah,
that rubbed me all the wrong.
I mean, there's also a comic book like it seems to be an elusive holy grail out there of there's all these screenwriting programs, but they seem to not have one specifically for comic book writing. So this one company was going to come out, and they're like, we're going to do it. And then I saw the exact same people on TV promoting something else, and then this project just died. And now there's like someone else doing another. Script writer is the software that I use, but still, it's You
try Scriber?
Scriber?
Yeah, you try Scriber as a script writing tool. They have a comic book template set.
Are you talking about Scrivener or Scriber?
Scrivener.
Yeah,
Scriber. Yeah, I think it's Scriber.
Well, I have Scrivener. Scrivener is the one with the S logo, right?
Yeah, where it's like some kind of like
yin yang
handwriting.
Yeah, that's Scrivener.
Yeah, the yin yang. Okay.
So Scrivener. I have Scrivener. I've used that before, but it's still not the same as like my screenwriting Fade-In, where you pretty much type in the person's. It's supposed to do most of the formatting for you already, and Scrivener has a few steps to go before reaching the same level. Okay. Yeah, but
that's I'm comfortable. That's been around for years, though.
Yeah, and I almost bought Final Draft this year too, but I just can't make myself go for it because it's like I have Fade-In.
You're fine. Yeah. That's all you need.
Fade-In with $30. This is $140.
Why buy Photoshop CS5 when you have 4 and it does everything you need?
Although I hear from a lot of the screenwriting program or like podcasts that sometimes you'll get laughed out of the room if you don't use Final Draft. Well,
that's just elitist bastards who want them to use their products. So don't worry about that.
You just sleep with them and then you move on. You get your.
That's how you come up. That's how you come up. And I was just talking to someone about this. Sleep your way to the top.
Wait a minute. Who are you talking to?
Bruh.
Have you been talking to Austin? What's going on?
Maybe.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Austin. Shout outs to Ozzy Austin, dog. That's the homie, dog. Shout outs to Austin Ozzy, dog. That's what you call the home skillet right there, bro. Mm-hmm. He's invited to the barbecue. I want to talk about a game called Dead by Daylight for a split second.
Yeah.
It seems like a really fun game. I just don't think... Is it on consoles or is it just a PC port?
I believe it is on consoles. I do remember playing Friday the 13th and Dead by Daylight around the same time on the Xbox.
Yeah, I like the concept. It's like a 5-player multiplayer where one person plays the killer and 4 people play like the camp counselors or whatever.
Yeah,
and you have to run around and outmaneuver the killer and power up these generators to leave the arena. Otherwise, the killer will catch you and kill you. Right? And this Dead by Daylight is doing something I've never seen before legally. I'm not going to talk about Terradrome, but they're collecting this suite of horror movie villains as like the killer. Like you can play as Michael Myers, you can play as Jason Voorhees, you can play as now you can play as Ghostface from Scream. And it's kind of cool. Like I really want to get into this game. I may see if I can find it on the PlayStation.
I believe they had Ash.
Yeah, Ash from the Evil Dead. You can play as him as a hero. You know what I mean? It's kind of cool. Like I think you could play as you can't play as Leatherface. No. You can't play as Jason Voorhees. You can play as there's other monsters you can play as. I know that. I think you can play as some of the Purge people too. Like you play as like the Purge guys. But it's cool that they're gathering up all these horror movie monsters to be in their game. You can play as the killer if you wanted to. I think that's really a neat idea.
Because they probably don't want to have what happened to them with Jason Voorhees. Like they probably feel like there's a plethora of people waiting to make a clone of Friday the 13th with just their own. Yeah.
It looks really cool. Oh, I forgot. You can also play as Jigsaw from Saw, which is kind of neat. You know,
I want to
and
play
each killer has their own style of gameplay. You want to play a game? Gotta play the game. Or is that a different game? They're both rated M for mature. Both of those games are rated M for mature. Guess which one is which. I need to ask you a question, Werner. Do you still play? Okay. Before I ask question A, I'm going to ask you question B. Do you still play Apex Legends?
No.
Okay. Question A, do you still play Overwatch?
Every now and then.
Are you excited that Baptiste is time to shine in his short story? Are you excited for this new character?
No.
Another healer?
I need to play this sooner rather than later, but no.
Isn't it weird that this game is just on your driver? You can boot it up anytime. You just have no desire to jump back into that arena. You know what killed me is that they totally reworked Hanzo, and he is alien to me now. Like, I used to have a dangerous Hanzo. He doesn't even play the same anymore. And I was like, no, that's it. Ugh. You don't do that mid-game. He plays completely different.
Yeah.
And now one night I was curious. I was like, I'm going to jump in. I want to see if I still got a decent Hanzo. So I jumped in. His trigger reticle is completely different. His specials are different. It's just gross. It's too. The reason I like Hanzo because he didn't feel like a shooter. Like you had to hold your arrow, you had to draw it, and you had to take calculated shots. You know what I mean? But now I just felt like you just pull the trigger and he just shoots arrows like freaking Clint Barton. It's whack, dude. But the news is that Baptiste is coming to Overwatch for those who care, and you get to play as Baptiste for free, and he's some kind of like run and gun healer because people love playing healer. As I look around the room, okay, shout out.
Need healing. Why aren't you healing?
Why aren't you healing? Shout outs to all those unsung heroes who play healer, dude.
Yeah,
I'm winking at you. Wink.
Yeah.
Okay. Real quick.
Shout out to all the women that play Overwatch and have to deal with something. Yeah.
Shout out to our video game sisters in general having to deal with online play because it's toxic out there, and I can only fathom the grief you get online. So I salute you. All no jokes, no hyperbole.
Real women of genius.
Okay, this has nothing to do with the Nerdiverse, but it kind of does. So, scientists have discovered a massive mystery blob inside of the moon. Winter, what's inside the moon, dude? What is it?
Clark bars. I don't know.
Is it actual cheese, dude?
This is where the Nazis have been for the last 20 years, folks. You've all seen in the documentary Iron Sky. I don't know why we're talking about this.
You know what's in the dark side of the moon? Is Pink Floyd knew there was something inside the moon, dog. The moon holds the key, dog. We're going to open...
Did you know this was going to happen?
Okay, Winter, you're coming home from work and it's like dark outside. And visibly from the moon, you just see a tentacle come out the side of the moon. What do you do, dog? You just go back home?
I just pretend like I didn't see it.
Go to sleep or whatever happens the next morning.
Yeah. Because what am I going to do about it?
What am I going to do about it? You're driving home from work and it's a big, beautiful moon. You just see like a tentacle come out the side of the moon.
I really have like so much on my plate right now. I don't have time for that.
You just go home and go to sleep, dog. You just wake the next day and be like, all right, we still here? Is this still a thing? Is Earth still a thing?
I kiss my wife goodnight. I kiss my children goodnight. And I go to sleep with my dog. And
wake up to whatever's cracking in the morning.
Yeah.
That's the realest thing ever.
My wife and I have separate bedrooms.
Okay, scientists, please leave whatever is in the moon alone, dude. Just let it rock. It's been cool for hundreds of millions of years. Just let the chewy nougat in the middle of the moon.
Or if that's where all the Pokemon have been, that would be nice. Just crack that open. I want some Pokemon.
Dude, that's where all like the Green Lanterns live. So all the Green Lantern rings are just in the center of the moon.
No, I want a Pokemon.
Dude, no. What if you open the moon and it's just Rita Repulsa? And she's like, after 10,000 years, I'm free. She just floats down to Earth and causes trouble. I want it to be Rita Repulsa. This is what I need. Okay.
We both can't be crazy, Mike.
We both can't be right. So I had some comic book news here, but I only want to talk about one thing because it's the most funniest thing in the world. So on Twitter, Marvel Comics, they have their advertisements, just put up a number 4 in blue background with webbing and one black spider in the corner. And within a 24-hour news cycle, the Twitter went crazy. Oh, man, what if they're making Spider-Man 4? They're making the Sam Raimi Spider-Man 4. It's going to be nuts, dude. They're going to get Tobey Maguire back to do the voice. It's going to be animated. They're doing a live-action Spider-Man 4. And everyone was convinced. Like, I had so many websites like, yeah, they're making Sam Raimi's going to have a part in the comic book recreation of Spider-Man 4. It was already documented. Like, it happened. And then the next morning, Marvel put out the number 3. And everyone just lost their damn mind. Everyone was so salty. All I saw was like crying emotes and like the dream is dead. And I'm just like, Twitter, you guys need to relax, dude. Like, you can't live and die by the 24-hour news cycle. And today it was 2. Tomorrow it would be 1. But you can't live like this, man. It's unhealthy. For all these fans and people just to jump to the highest conclusion without waiting to kind of see what's happening. They were convinced that it was the funniest thing I've seen in a long time. And it just goes to show how broken the internet is. It's the absolute worst.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff, dude. Crazy stuff. So let's talk about some quick movie news. They plan on ruining A Quiet Place by making A Quiet Place 2 and explaining what the monster is and where the Quiet Place quiet monsters come from and their origins and how they come
from the moon.
That's where they all are. All the Quiet Place monsters are in the center of the moon, and they're just going to ruin and drag this like Hollywood always does. They're going to take this mysterious monster that's cool, xenomorphs, and they're going to put so much shining bright light onto the monster it ceases to be scary and it becomes a joke. And next thing you know, you have like Family Guy jokes about, I'm gonna get you with my little mouth. I'm not gonna bite you with my mouth. I'm gonna bite you with my little mouth. And the little mouth talks and says, I'm gonna bite you. Stop it, Hollywood. Mike G said, stop it. Let monsters be weird and unknown. It's scarier that way, maybe. Why is there a zombie apocalypse? It doesn't matter. They're just zombies now, so we have to deal. Just let it be in J.J. Abrams' mystery box, and we'll all be fine.
So goes the world of, Sam Raimi Spider-Man 4.
Sam Raimi Spider-Man 4 all day, 1,000 years. Sam Raimi Spider-Man 4.
This time, Ash is in it.
Ash from the Evil Dead shows up, and he's Mysterio. That's my fan theory.
Yeah. Boom, baby.
This is my boomstick. Last bit of news. Did you watch that Dr. Sleep trailer about The Shining?
I sure did. I'm interested in it. I like how the director talked about how he had Dr. Sleep book, The Shining book, and also The Shining movie to all reference to make this film. And I feel like it's going to be good. I have a sneaky suspicion that we're going to see some CGI. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
If you've read Dr. Sleep.
Oh my god! I hope not. They better not do it. They better not do it, dude.
Well, they can't bring the real guy.
They can't bring the real guy back. You know how tacky that would be?
Yeah, it looks like we got ourselves a party. I can't do it again.
Oh, gosh, jeez. That would be disgusting. They better not. Well, if they're bringing back Princess Leia in CG form, they don't care.
Right?
Jeez. I just thought about that. That is burnt.
Well,
dude.
they brought back Rod Serling for a Twilight Zone episode.
Tupac was on stage in hologram form.
Yeah.
Anything could happen.
This is 2019. Anything can happen. Woo!
Okay, why is hologram Tupac wearing Jordans that came out this year? Is it really Tupac? Is the hologram
still got to play the game, baby.
What if the real Tupac is in a bunker and they're just filming him in real time and they're de-aging him in the hologram? What if Tupac's still alive?
Everybody knows Tupac's like to shill stuff. Woo!
Tupac, Michael Jackson, and Prince live on the same island. They're making the most awesome record ever.
Yeah.
They're just going to come out in the year 3000. This is the year 3000 that album's going to drop.
And the genre is German polka.
the genre is Norwegian black metal. It's going to be the realest.
Yeah.
That's the album I want to. I'll wait around for the year 3000. Put my head in a jar if I can listen to that.
Sorry, Polish track. Polka, guys. Polish polka. Relax.
Polish. Get it correct. Dang it. They're proud people, dude. Mm-hmm. They believe in it. What are you looking forward to, man?
I'm looking forward to watching some more of The Wire. And, I was told to watch this show on Netflix I can't remember the name of. Something about Where Have All the Heroes Gone? Or it's about I was informed, the Central Park 5.
Oh, yeah.
You
might as well watch
Chernobyl.
Both of those movies are just going to make you mad, Doug.
Yeah. Now, last night they were telling me that I should watch it, and I went, "Whoa, is this the movie about the Cleveland Nine?" I didn't know what I was talking about.
Is this a movie about Tech Nine?
I watched that. Oh, I was so Michael B. Jordan playing Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh my god! I think we just came up with the name of the podcast. That is so not. That's in bad taste. No, we can't do that.
Is it?
Can we just call it? We are. What's the name of that show? Like How They See Us, featuring Tekashi 6ix9ine.
We are the Twizzle Hair Gang. We have Twizzlers for hair.
We have rainbows for hair.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to sleep on that. Yeah, I'm going to be playing some more Final Fantasy XIV, leveling my characters. I'm looking forward to just gritching my teeth and finishing Chernobyl, so I can have more to say about that.
Yes. Take a look at those Rodigans.
The Rodigans. In my this one joke, this guy was talking to this girl, and she was born like in Kiev. And he was like, "Yeah, I like making robots." And she was like, "My country is a robot." He was like, "This is a great first date."
You don't say.
It's like Coming to America. The girl was like, "I was Joan of Arc in my former life." She's like burning fire over her hand, and Arsenio Hall just staring at it. Sorry. Kids, go watch Coming to America. You will not regret it. Samuel Jackson's in it.
America.
Say, can you see I'm coming to America? Wait, okay. We need to bring back movies that have their own theme songs about the movie. They haven't done that in a while. I want the Quiet Place 2 to have a theme song. Welcome to a quiet place. Shh. And then the monster uses his little monster mouth and his little monster finger and goes, shh.
Like in this Robert Pattinson Batman, like, Batman is the... Or they did bring back the original Batman theme song.
Dude, you know what I'm going to listen to later? The Prince Batman album is amazing, dude. The Prince Batman soundtrack is so next level. It's so underappreciated. That's some good stuff right there. I'm gonna listen to that tonight. I'm
That's
listening to
some
that
good
on my way
stuff right
home.
there. That good stuff.
If you like this good stuff, you can definitely join our Patreon and be a Patreon follower, where you can, at the low price of $5 a month, get exclusive content such as our Masters of the Nerdiverse After Darks, our MOTN reviews, and our top 10s. And if you wanted to support the channel non-monetarily, you can always like our content, subscribe to our channel, and comment on our posts. I've, of course, been your host, Mike G.
And I've been your host, Winter.
And we will always ask you to take that one step beyond.